How are we doing, guys? ALTV TV, Charlton 1, Leeds 0, match review of the game. Another really frustrating afternoon for Leeds. And it has been a frustrating last couple of weeks, really. I think since Swansea, it has been some really frustrating results, performances, everything's been a bit frustrating. Today, it was a bit of everything. I don't think there's one aspect of the game I was happy with today. The performance was poor, individuals played poorly, poor result, poor everything, just a poor away day. A poor day all round, really. Probably the poorest performance of the Marcelo Bielsa reign for me, or one of the worst performances of Marcelo Bielsa reign. I think there's a couple of away games towards the back end of last season which would be contenders as well, but it was certainly the poorest performance of the season so far for me, in every single sense of the imagination. But let's go on to the performance. I mean, the team selection for me, I was questioning a couple of things there, but yeah, I don't think that was a major contributor today. I think it played part of the thing, but it wasn't the main factor for that today. The start of the game, we had a couple of half chances. We started the game quite well, pressed Charlton quite high, suffocated Charlton at times. They couldn't really get out there in half for the first 15 minutes, and we started really well, but we weren't really creating anything clear cut. We had a couple of little chances, a couple of half chances on set pieces. Ben White has one, then Cooper has one, both well saved. But yeah, there was nothing too eventful in that first half. And Paddy Bamford had one on the back post, good ball in off Alioski. But yeah, there was nothing too major in that first half. And I think probably the best chance of the whole half in terms of open play was probably Alioski's deflected one just wide, great block off Sarr. And yeah, Charlton get the goal against the run of play, but defensively they're absolutely superb. They didn't really do much going forward. I think that's probably their only real noticeable attack of the game. Off the set piece, again, I look at the goal and it's an error off Kiko Casilla. It's simple as that. It's a poor error off Kiko Casilla. I'm questioning, could he catch it? I don't know what he did with it in the end. I don't know what his decision was there. But he got it wrong. He got it horribly wrong. It wasn't particularly well defended anyway. But when you got a mistake like that, it's not great. I think Kiko Casilla is a good goalkeeper. There's no denying that. You look at Kiko Casilla's career, the prestige. He's probably, what he's achieved in his career is amazing. He's played for Real Madrid, Espanyol. He's played in the Liga. He's been pushing for the stars of Spain. He's had a great career. Certainly for this level compared to other players, comparatively, he's had a great career. But he's making far too many mistakes. Considering how little he's getting tested, he's making too many mistakes for me. A goalkeeper like Kiko, who should be a top goalkeeper at this level, has the potential, the ability to be a top goalkeeper at this level, is making far too many mistakes. And look, I'm not going to start saying Kiko's a poor goalkeeper. He's not. I don't know what the issue is. Maybe it's a case of we're dominating games a lot in the midfield, we're not getting many shots, we're not having to face many shots. Is it a concentration issue? I don't know. It might be. It could well be. I've seen a couple of goalkeepers in the past, not for Leeds per se, have said that, yeah, it's difficult to have concentration when you're spending 89 minutes of the game doing absolutely nothing and you get one shot at you. It's quite tough to say, 100% switched on. I don't know if that's the case. I don't think there's enough pressure on Kiko Casilla. He made mistakes last season. He's made mistakes this season. Is there anyone there really putting those pressure on him? I think Meslier looks a really good goalkeeper, but is he close to, really testing Kiko? With the way we select the team at the minute, I don't think so. I think Kiko's too comfortable. There's a couple of players who are too comfortable in this team. There's a lot of players who are too comfortable in this team, to be honest. Look at it. I think certainly the attacking players, today, I don't think any of them have been average. I think they've all been below average. I think they've all been terrible, to be honest, diabolical at times. I think individually the attacking players today have been absolutely dreadful. Let's be honest, they've been absolutely dreadful. They had absolute shockers this afternoon. A lot of them did against Derby, a lot of them did against Swansea. It's becoming too regular an occurrence. Individuals have to deliver. We scored 13 goals in 9 games. That's not good enough for the way we dominate games in the midfield, the chances we create. We need individuals to start taking the chances or making the right decisions around the box. It's not going to be enough for the way we play to only score 13 goals from 9 games. It's not going to be enough over the season for me. And yeah, that has to be the case. You have to look at today. Individuals didn't perform. It can't just be Marcelo Bielsa. We can't just have criticism of Marcelo Bielsa, because I don't have much criticism of Marcelo Bielsa today. This season, I can't think of many things to criticise Marcelo Bielsa on. He's doing an absolutely superb job for this team. But yeah, the individuals letting him down at the minute. Certainly in the attacking sense, they have to deliver. Marcelo can't have all the answers. Bielsa can't have all the answers. Certain individuals, they have to come up with the answer themselves. They have to make the right decisions, do the right things around the box, take shots on when they can, cross the ball when they can, do things, make things happen, and it's just not happening at the minute. It's been an issue, I think, in pretty much every game other than the Stoke away game. We've not really looked that fluid. And yeah, it is massively frustrating. It's massively frustrating. The reason I go on about this is because we've got some fantastic attacking players, almost Premier League standard attacking players, And it's frustrating because they can deliver better. They know they can deliver better. Are they too comfortable? I don't know. But the minute they're letting down the rest of the team, you look at Ben White, Liam Cooper, Stuart Dallas, probably, and Calvin Phillips, 4 of our best players this season. Probably our best 4 players this season. That sums it up for me. Our 4 best players this season have all been defensive players. The attacking players are not delivering enough. Simple as that. We've been defensively, I think we've been excellent this season. Okay, we've conceded the odd cheap goal, but I think in terms of we've not conceded many chances, very few shots against us. It's frustrating we concede as many goals as we have, because I think defensively we have been brilliant. Ben White's been a revelation at the back. Stuart Dallas has been absolutely outstanding at right back. And yeah, I think the attacking players have got to deliver more. Absolutely no doubt about it. And they can deliver more. They have the potential to deliver a lot more. And it's got to be tougher on them. Got to be tougher on them, because at the end of the day, they can't afford to get comfortable at this stage. They need to know the pressures on them to keep their place in the team. I don't want to name individuals, but I need to have a look at Jack Harrison. Jack Harrison, that left-hand side, things are not happening on the left-hand side enough for me. We're not getting the right combinations. Alioski, Harrison, Douglas Harrison, Douglas Alioski, it's never worked. None of those 3 have worked. Even Douglas Costa, whatever we've tried on that left-hand side, it's not worked. Okay, I'm not saying Jack Clarke's the answer. Let me make clear here, I'm not saying Jack Clarke's the answer, but I do think Jack Clarke, if he's not had a chance this season, I think Jack Harrison's had 11 games in the team. 11 games this season and he scored 1 goal. Are you telling me that if Jack Clarke had had that many minutes, that many opportunities, he wouldn't have scored more than 1 goal? I think it's delusional to think he wouldn't do. And I'm not saying Jack Clarke's the answer, I'm just saying that maybe more pressure needs to be on Jack Harrison. He needs to perform, because he started the season really well. His pre-season form was excellent. Has he got too comfortable? I don't know. Maybe I'm totally out of order here, but it does have that feeling to it. Some players who seem too comfortable, playing things too safe, going through the motions during games. It's not good enough. It's not good enough. It simply isn't. We have to see more from our attacking players. And that's a fact. The fact is we're where we are in the table because of what our defensive players have done so far. Last season it was a bit of the opposite, really. It was more a case of Pablo, Mateus Click, Kemal Roof, all delivering at key moments in games. Samu Saiz at times, Tyler Roberts at times. It was all the attacking players. Okay, we had some good performances at the back, but it was more because of what we were doing going forward. This season it doesn't feel like that. This season I think it feels like it's almost a continuation of the second half of last season, where we've had a lot of away games, a lot of home games where we're not taking our chances, conceding a soft goal and just losing the game or getting held, dropping points. It's just not. It was only that Stoke game, Bristol City away, where I've really felt we've put together a solid 90 minutes. Against Derby, we can go on about that first 70 minutes all we want. That last 20 minutes was awful. Awful. It was a team feeling sorry for itself. Today, again, we're seeing the same thing. Concede from a corner, totally against the run of play. Charlton's first shot of the game, heads totally dropped. The second half was absolutely pitiful, to be honest. The second half was pitiful. We needed to get a goal, and I don't know, I didn't see anything that second half. It was slow. We were trying the same thing time and time again. It's frustrating. Look, I know we're only 4th in the table. I know we're only a point off 2nd, but we've had opportunities to pull clear. We've had some opportunities this season. I think the mentality is a big problem. Me and Conor have touched on it a lot. The mentality is an issue at the minute. We do feel sorry for ourselves. We don't perform in the big moments. I think we're great. When look at that Stoke game, that Bristol City game, we scored early goals. We were comfortable. We took our chances early doors and we relaxed. I think it's easy. When the sun's out, you're 2 up, 3 up in the game. Every player's going to look good. They're all going to take risks. They're all playing with a bit of freedom. You're all playing like it's a 5-a-side match. But when you're playing a game, say against Charlton, you're 1-0 down or it's 0-0, you need individuals to step up at those moments as well. I'm not going to name individuals, but there are players who I don't think have done that. I think have looked great when we're playing well, look absolutely brilliant when we're playing well or winning comfortably, or the conditions are nice. The team we're playing against is defending really badly, or trying to attack us, playing to our strengths. But today, when you've got a team that's playing, very much on the counter-attack, very defensively, not that I'm criticising Charlton for that, that is the way to play against us at the minute. You've seen it with Swansea, you've seen it with Chelsea, you've seen it with Forest. To an extent you saw it with Derby. That's how you play against us at the minute. If you go toe-to-toe against us, we probably do win the game. We can win the game quite comfortably. But when you sit back a little bit and hit us on the counter-attack, you cause us problems. And that's an issue for me. That is an issue for me. We've got players who don't deliver when the pressure's on, when the situation isn't so good. We even saw it last season. You look at Derby, the playoff semi-final, Wigan last season, Birmingham away, Brentford away. Games last season where we just didn't deliver. We didn't have individuals delivering. The whole team looked flat. That is games where you need, the best players in this team. We've got some amazing players in this team. We've got a lot of Premier League quality players, but you need them to deliver in those moments as well when things aren't going well, to save the team to an extent. Be the saviour of the team, and we've not got those players doing that at the minute. There's not enough players in the squad who I think are capable of doing that at the minute. And yeah, I've got to say, I don't think any attacking players covered themselves in glory today, and haven't really for the last couple of weeks. But yeah, obviously we've got a game coming up. We need players to deliver in the big moments. Simple as that. We have to have that, as the season goes on. But guys, it's a massively frustrating one. I'm not sure if there's anything else I can sort of add to this. But yeah, it is just so disappointing. But obviously we've got a game coming up, and hopefully we can cover quickly. But it's important that we have players who can deliver in these key moments. And we just haven't seen that enough. For me, I think it's Marcelo Bielsa's reign. I think when things have gone badly for us, Bielsa can't have all the answers. That's the thing here. He's an amazing manager. He's the best manager in the league. He's an incredible man, incredible ideas. But he needs his individuals to make the right decisions around the box. Know when to shoot, know when to cross, getting the delivery right. Our delivery was terrible today. Our delivery's been terrible all season. Let's be honest, the delivery has been poor all season. From only really Stuart Dallas, I think, has covered himself in glory in that sense. I don't think anyone's really consistently, other than Stuart Dallas, put good balls into the box. Calvin's swings, his set pieces have been brilliant all season, but I look at it from open play and I think there's so much wasteful, there's so many poor decisions, and when you've got players who are only scoring 1 or 2 goals, from 10 games, it's not good enough. We need more than that, and we need players to deliver in the big moments. When things are going against us, we need to step up and show character, and I think that's one thing this team lacks a little bit at the minute. That mentality. It's all okay performing when we're 3 up, 4 up in the game, scoring 2 when we're 3 up in the game, etc., etc. It's all about contributing at the times as well when we're struggling. That's just as important, in fact, if not more important. But guys, I'm rambling now. Hopefully I made my points anyway. Make sure you check out Conor's review of the game as well. I will see you later, guys. See you later.